Ladies and gentlemen, I'm NoGod21. Welcome back to Let's Play Armored Core 2 Another Age. In the last episode, we progressed through the difficulty ladder of Colnart Bay City. Yeah, I can't do this. Burrows Hill. Before we had to stop because, well, we died in Colnart Bay City. Yeah, I can't help this anymore. Today we're going to finish up our business at Colnart Bay City, then move on to Thorn Garden. As you can't tell, this is post-commentary today. Why post-commentary today? Well, I updated my computer and Windows decided to change the OBS setting to not detect my microphone. So, that was fun. Yeah. So, post-commentary for today's video, something I'm not used to. And it's time to destroy the submarine this time. Okay, so I'm going to try to recollect what happened and my thoughts during the missions. This will be fun. I don't like doing post-commentary because it's weird. But I can tell you my thought process for this mission. My thought process was to annihilate the flyers first, then the submarine, then the AC. Because the AC only spawns when you start attacking the submarine this time. So, if we destroy the flyers, we have easy access against the AC, and I'll have more help for the AC fight. Unfortunately for me, these flying assholes shoot rockets, and rather like to get up close to my face, which makes me waste chain gun ammo, which is never a good sign at all. On the plus side, me doing post-commentary means rather than having my attention split and unfocused, I am actually able to eat my lunch now. Ham and potato soup, anyone?
Enemy AC detected.
And since we're not a hover AC, if we fall in the water, we lose the mission, as usual.
Raven, we can't recover you with that AC around. Destroy it.
Yes, obviously. Thank you, Nell. I'm probably going to be calling the operator Nell from now on since it's the same voice actress. Even though technically this is basically reusing a lot of assets, might as well call the operator who she is. Because until they tell me otherwise, that's Nell. Now, as you can see, this fucker is good at staying out of my lock-on range for the chain gun. Which means a lot of wasted bullets. And he does get me down very low, but not low enough where one shot can kill me like before. On the plus side, he is also significantly low on health. Because if I had not missed so many shots with the chain gun, he would be dead right now. He's almost dead, actually. And it'll only take a couple of shots with the pulse rifle to finish him off. And of course, we have to play a game of chicken because this guy has missiles and I don't. And missiles is what killed me last time.
Destruction of enemy target confirmed. Mission objective achieved. System switched to normal mode.
And of course, as always, we have an annoying repair bill to deal with. And at this point, I've decided to save after every difficult mission. New save slot. Because rather than redoing a bunch of missions, I might as well just try post-commentary today. And I've also decided to bite the bullet, where if I lose because of bullshit, like me misclicking a button and somehow getting off the stage, then or me being unprepared for what's to come, then I'll restart. Or in that, I'll just take the loss because the win percentage doesn't really matter so much.
Traffic arteries has been commandeered by unknown forces. The hostile forces have surrounded the area and are wantonly destroying any vehicles that approach the bridge. To our horror, a scan that was run on the area discovered that the invaders have attached explosives to the bridge's supports.
Ah, yes, the pause. Heroes are explaining that this mission is familiar to me because I've watched people play Armored Core 2 another age in the past, but the person I mainly watched it on YouTube deleted their channel and all their videos, so I can't exactly remember if they had trouble in this mission.
Standstill, and the economy will suffer. Please locate and disarm all the explosives.
Lovely. Gotta love the bomb disposal missions.
We don't know how much time is left before the
Come
charges
on.
detonate, so please commence your mission immediately. Good luck.
Now, if I remember correctly, this mission took me 3 tries to do correctly. The extra 2 were because, well, a button mispressed, but you'll see what I mean.
Statement has been issued by the invading forces. There's no time left before they blow the bridge. Please hurry.
Aye, aye, aye. This is probably not the best time for me to be eating, but oh well, I'm hungry. And this Colombian coffee is delicious. Anyway, the gist of this mission is that these fuckers have planted explosives on the bridge's struts. Now, the mission itself isn't that difficult if you have enough help to survive it, which what you need to do is get on each strut and disarm the bombs. However, there are 2 factors which limit this. One, you're getting shot to hell on all sides by enemy rockets and bullets, so that doesn't help matters. Also, this mission tends to have a high rate of slowdown, because once you get down here, the enemies start ganging up on you, causing the frame rate to drop a little bit, which is never a good sign at all. And I'm running on emulator with decent hardware, so imagine the original PS2 hardware. And this is where I fell in the water by accident. As you can see, I'm not going to tolerate this, so I'm just going to reload my save file. Anyway. Oof. Oh, excuse me, I have to do this for an hour of footage. Jesus Christ. Ooh. God damn it. Oof. Oof. Keep it down the pipes, please. Oh, sweet Lord. Have mercy on my soul. Anyway, so yeah, I reload my save file to go at another try. And it's in this attempt that I try a new strategy. Rather than go after the bombs first, I decided to go after the enemies first. However, it's after I destroyed the first wave of enemies that I realized that's a mistake. Because the enemies in this mission, as far as to my knowledge, are infinitely respawning. So my plan and my tactic this time around was to head to one side of the bridge, eliminate... No, wait. I may have actually done this 4 times. Great, I can't remember. Okay, second attempt. I go at one end of the bridge and decide to go after the bombs. Yeah, second attempt was this type of attack. Just like, ignore the enemies, just go in the line, get all the bombs. It doesn't work. Because, if I remember correctly, this time around, I misclicked and fell in the ocean again, I think. So here I am, going after the bombs, going on each strut, da-da-da, everything's going well. I'm turning around, checking, make sure that each strut has a bomb. And these struts actually have 1 or 2 bombs, and I didn't realize this until until the last attempt. So yeah, that's fun. Now then, let's see, is it this strut, or is it the next one where I screw up? Nope, it's this one. I misclick and accidentally hit the laser blade button instead of the X button. I clicked circle instead of X. And I fell in the ocean. Okay, attempt number 3. Now, let's see if this is my successful attempt, because I can't remember how many times I did this. Man, my memory is complete dog shit, and also hot food makes my sinuses open. What the hell?
Main system engaging combat mode.
Oh yeah, this time I attempted to destroy the enemies. Now I'm starting to remember correctly. But this is also the attempt where I realized that's a futile effort after a while. The thought was destroy the enemies, have an easier time, but that doesn't work. You can also use this bridge. I don't know why you would, considering this mission doesn't really require you to use this part of the stage. So join me futilely wasting time and destroying enemies, while I continue eating. As you may have noticed, I stopped trying to kill the enemies for the most part, and moved on to just start collecting the bombs. And this is when I realized that looking at the remnant of enemies remaining, the gauge has gone up rather than going down, so I'm like, okay, fuck it. Let's just get the bombs and get the fuck out of here. Ah yes, and because I discovered 2 bombs on a single strut, that put it into my head like, oh god, there's 2 bombs per pillar. So rather than wasting time turning around,
You're almost out of time.
my brain went, okay, I'll just collect the bombs as I go along, then turn around and come back. And of course, getting bombarded on all sides and having some lag is not the best time for everybody involved.
System switch to normal mode.
As you see, 3rd time's the charm, with 43 seconds remaining on the clock. Hooray! And of course I got a special edition for destroying the MTs along the way. So it helped balance out my repair bill. Which, if you know by now, I hate with a passion. And here we got a new weapon for our troubles, the EWG XC213. And here I decide to see what it is. And it is actually a laser rifle. Highly efficient laser rifle. It's a beam rifle. It's heavier, does more damage than the pulse rifle, has lesser ammo, higher range but a higher charge drain. And here I'm basically looking at the stats, and the energy rifle is just better than the pulse rifle. The only problem is it makes me overweight, so I'm gonna have to change up my equipment. The only thing is I don't like the way it's designed, though. It's another energy weapon, which is good considering I like energy weapons because they don't cost money to refuel. It's just that there's not that many of them. So here's why I decide to figure out, okay, what sort of configuration can I make that doesn't make me become overweight. And I ditched one chain gun for my good old radar, and I decided to test out the laser rifle in the test arena.
Main system engaging test mode.
It's fast and it can hit hard, but the problem with me is whenever I get weapons that go fast, I tend to waste ammunition. Oh. And here I paused because I got a call about the soup being cooked. Well, reheated to be more specific. So yeah, that's always fun to deal with. Interruptions. If it was just a random caller, then that's not a problem. Just shut off the damn phone. But you shouldn't be calling me when you're reheating food. Just call me when it's done. That way, it's easy enough for me to just ignore. This, I just can't easily ignore because I have to keep talking for over a minute. And since I am doing this post-commentary before I do all my video editing, I kind of have to sit through this crap with you. At least we get some cool music to bop our heads to. And actually, oh, okay, and we're back. And of course you see me wasting ammunition like an idiot.
Terminating test mode.
Verified. Excuse me while I polish out the rest of the soup. It's just the broth and some pieces remaining. That's tasty. It's amazing what giving it some extra salt and pepper can do. And there I'm checking my optional parts to make sure my setup's still the same. And it is. And here I decide, what can I do to give myself some extra firepower without being overweight? Or at the very least some extra ammo. Because I go into the depository and bring out all my back units. Which, admittedly, isn't very much, to be perfectly honest. I don't know why I don't... In hindsight, putting things in storage is a stupid idea. Because the parts that you get, they show you what they are in this game. So putting things in storage is kind of stupid. Oh well. And here I'm looking at, okay, can I add any of my ammo containers? No, it puts me overweight. So I decided to just say fuck it and rock this setup for a bit. But with the Colnart Bay City over and done with, I decided to move on to Thorn Garden. And I forget what I was talking about here. I think it was something about difficulty selection? Or me rambling again. I can't remember. Man, my short-term memory is shot to hell. What the fuck? Just goes to show you, don't drink alcohol when you're 5 years old. Now, obviously, it wasn't allowed. It just happened. Okay, let's start our missions in Thorn Garden with the attacking the abandoned facility or eliminate the unmanned weapons. I went to attack the abandoned facility first.
The team we dispatched to the abandoned Hilda facility has been annihilated. They were sent on a fact-finding mission concerning research that Zeo Matrix is conducting there. According to the tragedy,
of course, what do you expect from Zeo Matrix?
Attacked by something enormous. We were skeptical, but then we saw what had been done to the pilot and his AC. Whatever this thing was, it had no problem taking down a team of highly trained professionals. Information is still sketchy, and there isn't nearly enough to formulate.
Define enormous.
We must take action nonetheless. Please enter the facility, identify the threat, and then eliminate it. Anyone or anything that opposes you should be considered hostile and be dealt with appropriately.
So what he's telling us is kill everything. Destruction of all enemy forces, which is easy enough to do.
Main system engaging combat mode.
And as you can see, we're back in Tremor territory, but with a different map this time. And of course I'm getting barraged by fucking acid bullets. Wait, I think they're acid bullets. I'm gonna say they're acid because of the smoke effect that comes off our AC when we're struck by it. And this mission is actually a lot easier than I anticipated when I went in. because all you have to do is just destroy all the tremors, worms. There's a later mission going on where I go into some theory crafting territory involving these fucking things, but that's not here or there. That's later. So I'll cover that when we get to the mission. So I'm just busy jumping, strafing, getting shot at, and I'm just basically shooting these things down with a chain gun, and the mission's over.
To normal mode.
Short, sweet, and to the point, and I was kind of surprised, because I was expecting the queen bug to be there as well, considering he said something enormous in the description. Which is a load of boo-ha, but what can you do? I guess giant bugs are enormous. And this is where we unlock new areas. Essentially, we're allowed to leave the continent now and move on to the next one. With Balboa City, North Central, Rapture to the to the west, and Whiteland to the northwest. And of course, Whiteland is difficulty 5, which screws up my path of climbing the ranks of the mission ladder in this game, because Whiteland is difficulty 5, but I've already completed difficulty 5 areas, so I'm on to difficulty 6, you see what I mean? And of course we unlock 2 new missions here.
Your mission objective
We decide to eliminate the unmanned weapons.
All enemy forces positioned within a derelict nuclear shelter. The shelter is a remnant left over from before the Great Destruction. Any facility from that period is of great interest to our company, and we had plans to explore it. But it appears that the Indies have booby-trapped the entire facility. We assume this is being done as a first step towards occupying the shelter. All obstructions within the facility have to be removed before our investigation can proceed. Many traps were detected in the initial sweep of the shelter. Be very careful.
And the obstructions are nothing but drones and suicide bombing missiles. We have to ignore the mines, but my dumbass decides to waste some ammo shooting them to make it a little easier on me. And I keep forgetting that there's a door there. Fortunately, these things die in one shot with this beam rifle. Here I am looking around, seeing what's in front of me. So far, I'm thinking, okay, this is easy enough. But then, as we get deeper into the facility, we encounter the minefields. Like, through the first fucking door. Fortunately, chain explosions are a thing. Oh great, the old woman's raising her voice at something. That's never a good sign. So of course there's a suicide missile hanging out over there behind the pillar. I can't hit it, so I decide to break out the chain gun to destroy some of these mines in the area. And unfortunately, rather than being dead center where I'm not sure what those lines are actually called. Chevrons? Or whatever. The lines on the targeting reticule for back weapons. Rather than firing dead center the entire time, back weapons tend to shoot at an angle. So you kind of have to aim a little bit to the left for it to go straight into the middle of your target. And as you may have seen, I got hit by a missile in a fucking mine, which is always a plus. So now I'm just gonna basically waltz my way through here, destroying everything I lock on. Like I said, it's a rather easy mission, just don't get hit by the mines. And unfortunately for me, I don't know how to do a time-lapse in shotcut yet, so I don't think I'm going to try that. And here, I decided to make it a little easier for myself to make sure I don't get blown up by all the mines, to destroy some of them, to get to the elevator in the corner. And as you can see, firing randomly just doesn't really work. Okay, now that the ones in front of me are taken care of, let's try to get some of them back near the elevator. As you can see, manually aiming back weapons is rather difficult. That's why I refuse to use rockets. Aiming rockets is a bitch. Just give me missiles or lock-on weapons, please. Here, my dumbass is thinking, okay, well, these are lined up in a line. If I destroy one, the entire line should go, right? I was wrong. So I decided to just say fuck it and just move on. Of course, blowing out the mines in front of the door in the way. Hello, mines. How you doing? And it's also apparent that the enemy MTs can destroy the mines as well, which is a bonus. Whether you do it with yourself or your shots, I really don't care. Hello, suicide drones. Why do you even try? If I could actually shoot you, you ain't gonna touch me. But, hey, if you wanna just go Allah Akbar right into my field of fire, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. You're my objective to destroy anyway. Okay, pal. Yeah. That's what I get for talking shit. I talk shit, I get hit, as you see there. I dodge the mines, shoot these fuckers, and the mission's over. Oh, how I wish mines weren't counted as enemies on the fucking bar. It would make everything so much easier. And since I rely mainly on the laser rifle, my ammo cost was rather cheap. Same with the repair bill, actually. If I didn't get hit by those fucking assholes, it would be even cheaper. Then I move on to Eliminate Biological Menace. A mission that I had to repeat 3 times. Because of one reason.
He was not entirely successful. New sightings of biological organisms are trickling in. According to our research team, those that they've seen are relatively small in size and have only recently emerged. It's speculated that there are incubators or eggs or something producing these biological horrors. Regardless, we must eliminate them without delay.
Yes, small. Okay. Yeah, these things are small.
I
mean, technically they are.
The source of the biological organisms. That is all.
Essentially, the way we finish this mission is eliminate the queen bee. Or broodmother? I'm not actually sure what the right vernacular to use is. But this is why you have a biosensor equipped. So you can lock onto bioorganic weapons. You would think that after the events of Armor Core 1, that all bioweapons on Earth would be destroyed. But apparently not. I also made a reference to Earth Defense Force here. Because, you know, giant insects. Of course, if this was Earth Defense Force, we'd be dealing with a lot more giant insects the size of buildings. But that's neither here nor there. And I believe these are actually bioweapons because, while they may reuse the, here's the queen bee herself. And as you can see, she hits hard. Yeah, her defense cannons hit like a truck. And I'm doing a pretty good job dodging, but she's very quickly whittling away my health. Plus, I'm also getting shot at by her children in the room. So I decided, hey, I'll go up here and get a tactical advantage. That was a mistake. Because getting up here provides clear line of fire. And I get shot to hell. Yeah. So yeah, that mission failure resulted in me reloading a... No wait, I didn't reload a save because I already completed a mission, so I decided to say fuck it and just change out my setup. Anyway, I'm rambling. Apparently I ramble in this type of scenario as well. Go figure, right? Anyway, as I was saying before, I believe these to be bioweapons because while they are clearly organic and they shoot blood when you shoot them, obviously, they explode like everything else that is mechanical in this game. Now granted, it's probably because they had to reuse the assets for the explosion rather than make new ones for organic enemies, which are not very common. But hey, who knows, right? And here I decided to go with the Kurosawa as my main rifle. because I eliminated all unnecessary weight, and I decided to go with what back weapon would not get me to overweight. Turns out none of them do. So I decided to go big or go home, and just go on with the fucking grenade launcher. Two of the most busted weapons in the entire franchise. A very dangerous combination. So I decided to check, okay, what else can I use that would not put me overweight? My radar doesn't. So I decided to see if I can also get a left weapon. Energy blade or a shield. I decided to go with getting myself another a shield to reduce the damage from the queen bee. It turns out to be completely unnecessary because the strategy is not to combat this bitch at range. Because this attempt, I realized that very quickly. And I also go in the shop to buy the last left arm shield. So that way, that shop is depleted. Whew. Okay, how about I just take a breather, get some coffee in me. Okay, then I start swapping out weapons before deciding to just go with an energy shield to lower the damage. But then I decided to look at the stats to figure out which type of shield. Obviously the best one puts me overweight, because of course it does. And I decided to go with the 7-7 LAR. SLR. I'm not actually sure how you would actually pronounce it. And of course, I make a save this time because I figured if I'm going to lose this time, I could just reload my save again. Because if I have to... No, wait. Did I say... No, I said fuck it. No, I went back as... Would you make up your mind past me? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Bite the bullet, save your game, reload if you fail. And I think I justified it as I don't need to worry about overloading the memory card because running on emulator, you practically have infinite save slots.
It appears that
and I can turn on the feature to manage each game as its own separate folder. And creating memory card files is a snap.
Main system.
So yeah.
Engaging combat mode.
Although seriously, I thought we destroyed the bio weapon, all the bio weapons in Armor. Was it Armor Core 1, Project Phantasma, or Master of the Arena? I wanted to say it was Project Phantasma, but or could have been Armor. To be perfectly honest, I forget. Which game had the mission where you destroyed a queen? No, wait, I think it was Master of Arena, if it had it, because I remember having that one specific headpiece. Oh, whatever. So yeah, the shields in this game act like they do in 3, where they don't drain energy upon use, but they take away energy when you take damage. So, yeah. So I got my shield up. These things die in one hit to the Kurosawa, which is very fortunate. So I decide, okay, the ones in the room are taken care of, except for the one on the right, and I'm getting blasted. I get completely screwed over because I did not kill the one on the right and just bombarded me with shots. Yeah, there was no way I was surviving that attempt. Yeah, I got completely screwed over on that one. And I believe this is when I realized, wait a minute. If her ranged attacks do so much damage, let's try to go in melee range. Because my thought process was, she doesn't have that much offensive power surrounding her body. Because I doubt she has that much firepower on her sides and back. So the plan for me this time around was to charge in head first straight into melee combat. With no melee weapons at all. Circle strafing is a very powerful tool. And getting up close and personal with a giant bug that can't move is very useful indeed. Now, am I correct in my assumption that this is what I actually did, or am I misremembering and forgot something I screwed up on? Let's find out, shall we? I can't tell if I'm more entertaining or annoying this way.
We're picking up a significant bioresponse from within.
At this point, destroying these fuckers is easy. Individually, these worms, tremors, bugs, whatever you want to call them, are not very strong. Yep, I thought so. And then I just get right in there. Now, granted, she's sliding on her, sliding somehow. I like how she barely has any animations whatsoever. And her close range attacks barely do any damage at all to me. So I'm just going to unload with the grenade launcher and not worry about her kids, for the most part. Kill these two to make it easier on myself. And she's dead. And this is why, if you're having trouble at range, get up close and personal. Very effective combat strategy. If I get blasted by big guns, take the big guns out of the equation, and you can't lose. Ah, jeez. And here I was debating whether or not to change my setup or not. So I decided to save so I don't have to do that mission again. So I saved the game, and then I decided to debate with myself whether or not I should keep the setup or change it up. I decided to keep it until we die. Because with the busted combination of the Kurosawa and the grenade launcher, if something kills me, then it's my own damn fault, or I was completely wasting ammo.
Plant we were investigating. They've taken control of the security system and are holed up in the deepest recesses of the facility. We managed to lock all gates and limit their mobility, but due to fierce resistance from their leader, an AC, we have not been able to eradicate the strike team. Locate and destroy the AC in charge of the strike team. We'll take care of the rest once this is complete. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks for that. Destroy the AC and the MTs, and this mission is over. Simple enough. I mean, you kind of have to destroy the MTs because the AC is at the end of the level, and the MTs are throughout the level. And of course, I immediately get shot as soon as we enter, of course. Because I didn't see this fucker flying around. Fortunately though, one shot of the Kurosawa is more than enough firepower to destroy them. Now this is just me going through the hallways, following the doors because red is locked, white is unlocked, so follow the white doors and you find your way to the end of the level in the AC, and destroying all the MTs in your path. And these guys are really fucking easy, as it turns out. I don't know why they even try. Wait, why am I being cocky and arrogant while I'm just commentating over my own fucking gameplay? Me being cocky and arrogant during the gameplay is normal. Me being cocky and arrogant while I'm watching it is something wrong. I think I may be a little bit of a narcissist sometimes. Ah, whatever. This room is clear, the wall gets in the way. Gotta love those camera angles. And I'm busy checking the room to see if I have to go up or not. You don't, because there's an elevator down the hallway. Or rather, not an elevator, more like a shaft that you have to jump up and thrust up. So yeah, just aim at the ceiling and destroy the enemies. Real simple, real easy. And I comment on the FCS system and how the weapon actually moves with it, and when it also moves when you lock on the things, which is a tiny little detail. You don't notice it until you actually see it in action or it gets pointed out to you. And of course the platforms you jump on lower because you weigh like a fucking several tons. So yeah, make sure you have good thrusters. And shoot these two punks. Real easy to do. Although aiming down with that rifle doesn't really make much sense because I think it would be clipping through the floor. But wasting ammo is my practical modus operandi at this point. And since I actually have an energy shield equipped and not a laser blade right now, I keep forgetting that accidentally pressing the circle button while I'm dashing just brings up the shield and doesn't do anything. Whereas if I accidentally hit the circle button, I do a laser blade slash. And I decided to say fuck it and just glide up here because I have powerful thrusters and a generator. Okay. Next room, destroy these punks, head through the door. Shoot the floor like an idiot because you can't aim properly. As you can see, I rely too heavily on the lock-on features on FCS.
Enemy AC detected.
And here's the enemy AC.
Commence your attack.
He's armed with a shotgun, which is a very dangerous weapon in close quarters combat, as you can see there. Plus a very powerful laser blade, considering he just took away 2,000 points of health. However, there's one slight problem in his attack strategy. I have the grenade launcher, which if you've ever been on the receiving end of, causes you to stagger and stun lock to death, which is what happens to this poor sucker. And of course I run out of ammunition, which results in me destroying him with the Kurosawa. Goodbye, Blue Hand. You fought well, but not good enough for me. Wait, not good enough for me? What do I expect? Everyone to be Ares or fucking Hustler 1? Yeah, and the grenade launcher ammunition cost is half of their bill. Wonderful. Yeah, that's always a good thing to see. And we move right into the next mission. Assist the research team or clear the disposal facility. I decided to clear the disposal facility.
Thorn Garden disposal facility. Our advanced team was attacked during a routine investigation of the premises, and we've lost contact with them. We don't know who or what our enemies are, but clearly they're trying to interfere with our investigation. Eliminate all resistance you encounter within the facility. Before contact was lost with the advanced team, they indicated that a corrosive gas permeates the area of operations. This hazard is probably a security measure run amok. And as I'm sure you can guess, it's not something you want to contend with. Eliminate all emission sources you come across.
Gotta love those acid missions where you take continuous damage. Fortunately for this mission, it's not as bullshit as it was before, because we can actually destroy the emitters of the corrosive gas, rather than just taking it like a bitch. Oof, Jesus Christ, I hate this. Fortunately for me, I decided to save to make sure if I fuck it up, because I'm too slow or I screw up something, I don't have to redo anything. Because I hate these type of missions. Don't you hate it when you feel like there's something stuck in your teeth and you can't get at it?
System engaging combat mode.
Yeah, your health drains rather quickly.
Action
And there's a purple haze all over the place. So you're timed by your health and fighting against reused disorder units. You gotta love how you gotta reuse those assets. Okay, and as we destroy each one, the damage we take decreases by a slow amount, actually. Fortunately for me, I only lose about half of my total health pool during this mission. Now, if you're in a slower AC, you may actually have the health to tank this, but I'm not sure you would have the amount of speed necessary to destroy all the emitters before you lose. Because in order to finish this mission, you gotta destroy all the enemies. Do you have to destroy all the emitters for the corrosive gas? I don't know. And I don't feel like finding out. So in here, I'm just basically going around the various pathways. I end up skipping one which I have to run back to, which is annoying. So somehow, some way, I find the correct route to go through the entire facility to destroy all the emitters and most of the MTs. Funnily enough, I only had to backtrack to kill 3 of the bastards, which were the last 3. Gas generator number 2 is now destroyed. Actually, wait a minute. Do I have close to 9,000 health? Or a little over 8,000? I'm actually going to have to look at that when we start a new mission. To figure out how much this drained my health of. There's generator number 3. And of course, I'm not counting getting shot at. And of course, we can't shoot through this obvious gap for some fucking asinine reason. On the plus side, destroying the generators also clears up the gas, making the area lighter to see. And here's where I backtrack a bit because this was an option. This was a split path. The second one. Now I go down the stairs. Well, the ramp, to be more specific. Destroy these 2. Move through the door. Hearing things rumble and ramble. There's generator number 4. And as you can see, the damage we're taking has gone down to a good tick. I think that's like 10 HP per second, which is very damaging, but not the strongest poison in the world. You want strong poison, you get toxic in, ooh, was it dark? Ooh, which Souls game has the strongest toxic number? And that was generator number 5 is the last one, and smooth sailing from here because I don't have to worry about being eaten by gas. Or acid, actually. And then I checked the map to see, okay, where did I miss the path? And as you can see on the map, where? Up in the corner. So now it's time for me to backtrack and go kill the enemies. In hindsight, I could have gone and taken that pathway and killed them and still made it down here with plenty of health to spare. Because the acid only took away about half of my health anyway. Regardless of how much health I actually started with. Because around 5,000 is about half, I think. For me, for this AC anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, dashing through the hallways, destroying everything we see. I have no idea where I'm going with this, by the way. We ain't exactly laughing all the way, so what would be the best substitute for laughing? I actually don't know. And with that, we're done. System switch to normal mode. Oh goddamn! Well, I'm done with this. I'm gonna have to take some floss to my teeth. Ugh. I hate flossing. If only my fingernails could get through and not get stuck, I wouldn't have this problem. Okay, and I decide to save my game. So I don't have to do that bullshit mission again in case I die. Yeah, I tend to do this a lot. I tend to save after every single difficult mission. So I don't have to do it again. And according to the achievement percentage, we're halfway through all the missions. I doubt it, though.
This is an urgent request. MT units, thought to be of Emerald origin, are attempting to enter the nuclear shelter where we've deployed our research team. The team was sent to the facility for the sole purpose of conducting scientific studies. They are not equipped to deal with armed intruders. We can't afford to lose even a single member of the research team. Head to the shelter immediately and rescue them. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks for that. And this mission is actually a lot easier than you would expect. It's like, oh god, I have to rescue people. This is going to be quick to fail. But the defense targets in this mission have a shit ton of health. That or the enemies don't do a lot of damage to them. Fortunately for me, they die in one shot. Also unfortunately, my radar doesn't seem to know the difference between a ally target and actual target because they're red. Oh, excuse me. You would think that the radar would have different colors, or at least have an option to set it up to have different colors, but apparently not.
Not all members have been rescued. Please
To differentiate between friend and foe. And of course, Nell chimes in every single time telling you to move on to a new area whenever you finish an area, which is annoying. Fortunately for me, though, these guys are weak bananas. There's just a lot of them. Seriously though, these drones we have to defend are tough little bastards. Well, and fortunately for me, we're almost done here because we have about 10 minutes remaining of the footage. Actually, yeah, a little under 10 minutes now. So after we complete this mission, I have one more mission to narrate over, and then I can call it a day. Yay. Oh boy, this is going to be fun to edit.
Not all members have been rescued. Please hurry.
Oh, Nell, calm your tits. Seriously though, this is an easier mission than you would expect. And of course I go around here thinking there's an enemy. No, I just need to turn to the right a bit more. And destroy these two. And this one. And if I remember correctly, the next group are the last ones for me to shoot. And of course I'm looking down at the floor, see if there's a door or enemies to shoot. There isn't, so we just need to move on through the next one. And of course the colors on the map are always confusing, because I can't tell who's an ally and who's an enemy. And of course I shoot the door because I'm an idiot. Fortunately for me, we're almost done. This last group is the final targets. You're gone, you're gone, you're gone, and you're gone.
Thanks, Raven.
Mission objective achieved.
You're welcome.
System switch to normal mode.
Oh, wait a minute. Ah, shit, where the I made a blunder at the start of this. I forgot to do a part where I can sync this up with the footage. Oh no. I don't have to sync up the audio, I need to put this in the proper spot. Ah, fuck, I just realized I screwed up. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's gonna be fun. Why do I got a feeling I'm gonna be a couple of milliseconds or a couple of seconds ahead or behind? Ugh. First world problems. Okay, it's time for the final mission of the episode.
Zeomatrix
It's time to shut down the nuclear reactor.
Effort as a means to occupy the derelict nuclear shelter. They obviously intend to monopolize any useful technology they find. Their excavation and research is progressing steadily. If things continue at this rate, they'll become so entrenched that no effort on our part will be able to subdue them. However, one opportunity...
Gee, I wonder why that is.
According to our spies, there is a device that controls the entire facility. Destroying it will buy us some time.
Really? Spies, you say?
Matrix
And here's where I went on a tangent where...
to deal with intruders. Destroy any opposition you encounter.
As I was saying, this is where I went on a tangent where these corporations are more like private military companies rather than actual fucking corporations because, you know, spies, weapons development, R&D, private armies, hiring mercenaries, you get the picture. And all we have to do is destroy 10 MTs and 1 AC to finish the mission. Well, technically, no. We have to destroy the control center for the nuclear shelter to complete the mission. But as you can see, we're surrounded by locked doors.
Detected.
And The enemy AC is right below us, so we have to destroy the AC first if we want to actually progress through this mission. Otherwise, we'll be hounded. Destroying the AC and the MTs do give you bonus pay, though. This poor sap's armed with a Kurosawa, but unfortunately for him, I'm better at using it. And because I'm better at him than using the damn thing, he's gone and I live. Probably should have swapped out those hover legs for something better, hey pal? Okay, here's where I decide to head back up to see if there's a way forward, and there isn't, because all the doors are locked. So by process of elimination, my brain goes, okay, the way forward must be down at the bottom where we have to fight the AC anyway. So fighting the AC is technically optional, but it's really not.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
And I go to check to make sure, yeah, the gates are locked. The only way forward is through here. And here is our target already. You may be thinking, wow, this is an easy mission, but as soon as you destroy it, you got 3 minutes to hightail it the fuck out of here. And we can't take the easy way out.
There's no time to waste.
Yeah, we kind of have to take the long route. And there are enemy MTs in the way. Some of them I decide to destroy because they're in the way, and others I decide to leave to a horrible death of starvation and dehydration. Of course, that's assuming they get sealed off in here for longer than 3 days. And of course, the elevator doesn't work because I tried to get it to work and I just say fuck it and decide to just fly. And it's also on this mission where I made an observation to see if strafing diagonally is faster than dashing straight in a line. Of course, this poor sucker got in my way, so he had to die. Our top speed is 318 kilometers an hour. Actually, since this is post-commentary, I can do this. Open up a new tab. Kilometers per hour. Not joules, hour, to miles per hour. Okay, let's do some conversions. $318 kilometers per hour is about 197.6 miles per hour. Wow, this AC, despite weighing several tons, I'm not exactly sure how heavy ACs actually are, but it's 118.2. It's not gonna help the results. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh whoa, did my results go down because of that? Okay, 0.59, 2. Wow, that tiny increase made it go faster. Not by much, mind you. So, 318.2 kilometers an hour is 197.7 miles an hour. Wow. This thing's moving at sports car speed. Well, that's some interesting tidbit to know. That my AC could move as fast as an exotic sports car. Not the fastest exotic sports car, mind you, considering some models can reach over 300 miles an hour. That's under good conditions. Because I doubt you want to go 300 miles an hour on a oh shit, on a bend.
System switch.
You'll be sent flying trying to turn. And I'm pretty sure cars that go that fast have to have extra precautions, because I think moving at that speed, they can actually fly off the road if they're not careful. And as you can see, we got a special reward for all the MTs and the AC we destroyed. Excellent. Yeah, strafing just looks faster, but it's not actually faster. We go the same speed no matter what, and we get some new legs for our troubles. And this is where I decided to call it for today, because I have a decision to make. Do I continue with my average difficulty method of choosing missions, where we go from lowest to highest, or do I just bite the bullet and go by continent? Or I guess section of the map, where I finish one area, then move on to the next, like Balboa City, Rapture, and Whiteland, after I complete Old Avalon, or do I stick with the difficulty scale? But I'll figure that out for next time, because, ladies and gentlemen, I've been NoGod21, this has been Let's Play Armored Core 2 Another Age. Thanks for watching, have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all next time.